Cream Black, who will be in the red for the entire matchup, and we have Sandstorm NG that will be in the blue on the bottom. We have how the game is played is there's 5 people that will play in each set for each team. It's a best 2 sets out of 3, and within each set, it's a best 3 matches out of 5. So within each match, the first team to 3 wins will win that set. The losing team, so whoever lost that set, they will have an option to globally ban a card, or they can choose to not globally ban a card and just continue on to set 2 with no restrictions, and it's just to bring your best deck. Going into set 2, if the same team wins set 1 and set 2, that will be the end of the matchup, and they will take the win. If one team wins set 1, one team wins set 2, then at the end of set 2, we'll do that again. The losing team will have an opportunity to globally ban a card, or they can choose not to, and then we'll move on to set 3. So very basic rules. It's really easy to follow, and we have the scorecard here that will show, that will actually update live. It also shows you there's little flags next to everybody, so you know which country they're from, their country of origin, and then on the right hand side of it, you will see you'll have the little crowns and little X's for who wins and who doesn't. There shouldn't be any problem. Yeah, there's no problems. It's actually pretty good. I don't have. I'm a female caster, and I've been playing this game, I think I started about a month and a half or 2 months after it dropped globally. I was really, really big into Clash of Clans, and I was helping to run a clan there, so it just took me a little bit to get into Clash. I was like, what's this Clash Royale? I don't know about that. But then I did start playing it, and I absolutely fell in love with it, as many of us did. So, yeah, and I'm actually quite knowledgeable about the game, and I really think that there's a lot of females, women, girls in gaming that just need to find their voice and can kind of show that we're just as good as the boys. So I used to just be called G-Pops, and then I actually changed my name to Miss G-Pops because I wanted the boys to know when they were getting beat by a girl. So that was pretty fun. Okay, so they're just going through and listing all of the rules here, and they're also listing off the matchups. Okay, so we have 60 seconds for them to start their first matchup here. It looks like we have Oscar. Yes, we have Oscar from Sandstorm NG against Rodrigo from Cream Black. So again, 60 seconds to accept this first match. The origin of the name, I like it. Yeah. And actually, there's an origin to the G-Pops part of it as well. My first name is Angie. So in Angie, the G is the most prominent sounding letter. So that's where the G comes from. And P-O-P is part of my last name. So that's where G-Pops comes from. And it was a bit of a joke with some friends. And anyway, but that's where the origin comes from. So we have Rodrigo on the top here again from Cream Black. On the bottom, we have Oscar from Sandstorm NG. And all we have so far is an Electro Wizard that has really did a nice bit of damage onto that hut there. And we also have a Dark Prince coming down. So this could already be a variety of things. We've seen Hut in a number of decks already. I would say before the balance changes, when you would see a Goblin Hut, there was only a couple different varieties of deck that it could be. But now there's Graveyard that's using it. There's Golem, there's P.E.K.K.A, there's just a whole bunch of different things that are using that Goblin Hut. So it really is showing up kind of all over the place. That Musketeer does lock onto the tower and gets a ton of damage done. But Oscar is now staring at a Giant and both Princes coming down the lane. That Hut is going to do a lot to kind of help. But that Prince he gets a charge shot on the tower there. And that Mega Minion, fortunately, doesn't get any damage because the Ice Golem is put down in time. But that Prince took the tower down to 824 So a lot of damage done there. Oscar has a bit of an elixir lead right now because he has the Musketeer down, but here comes an E-Wiz to clean that up, and now they're at about equal. So let's see here. Giant comes down, and that Giant's going to tank all of those Spear Goblins that are coming down the right-hand lane here. So they will start to build up a little bit. I'm assuming that Rodrigo has a poison, so that poison will really do a number on these kind of guards and hut if one does come down. But because there wasn't, that Giant really just melted. So definitely a nice play by Oscar there, who was able to save his hut. And now he has a little mini push coming back at him. And here's the graveyard. See, I told you guys. I'm like, I've seen it in a graveyard deck. So here, oh, look at this. The Musketeer does get onto the tower. And unfortunately, that log, it didn't completely kill it. And she is still hammering away on that tower. Wow. Bringing it down to 532. And that's all you need with Graveyard. You need one mega Graveyard to do a crap ton of damage. Here, there is that poison from Rodrigo, as I suspected, and he does use it on defense. He really was in a position where he had to use that poison on defense there. So it's down to 331. If Oscar has a poison in his hand, he would need a poison, a log, and, you know, a couple chips from Spear Goblins. Poison and a log does 300 at tournament standard, so he will need something else in addition to it. So right now, I think he's just waiting. Yep, there it is. There's the graveyard. We'll get a couple skeleton hits. Defensive poison comes down, but that Mega Minion hits on that tower, and that is game done. Wow. I've seen a lot of people using that graveyard deck, and it is powerful right now. Like, very, very powerful. Extremely well played there by both players. And Oscar does take that down for Sandstorm NG. So it's currently 1-0, and we're heading into match number 2. Ooh, I almost pressed friendly battle. Look at these good players on actual esports teams. Yeah, this is all big peeps here. The last one, Ultimate Hunter, that you missed, we had Colton W, we had Messi, we had Trainer Nick. There was a lot. Oh, we had Adrian Piedra. So this is actual, like, real. This is the big times. So we have a pump coming down from this is Notorious. So Notorious is playing for Sandstorm NG, and we have Victor playing for Cream Black. That Bandit does get a charge shot on the tower, and Notorious is able to protect that pump. That's the biggest thing from that interaction there, that pump is still going strong. So Victor is going to need to be very tricky and definitely get something done on this side here. So he does go in with a balloon and an ice golem. And nice placement of that Goblin Gang in prediction of a miner coming down. That balloon is going to get 2 hits for sure, maybe even a third. There's only 1 Spear Goblin. It does get a 3rd hit on the tower, and with that, the death damage, that will take the tower completely out. But Notorious does have 2 1/4 pumps out right now on the board. So I think what Notorious is going to do is, oh, look at that Dark Goblin! What a well-played Dark Goblin, trying to snipe out that pump on the side there. Very, very well played. The Goblins, though, they are getting quite a bit of damage done on that tower. Carter, thank you so much for the follow, man. Really appreciate that. So we do have 3 Muskies coming from Notorious. He has a huge elixir advantage right now. So he is just going to try and steamroll Victor as best as he can. Oh, and a P.E.K.K.A. We see a P.E.K.K.A. coming down. That left-hand tower is gonzo, though. Look at that. Very easily done. And now we have a P.E.K.K.A. coming down here. So let's see what Notorious is going to play down to defend that. He's going to want to get his 3 Muskies down. But he kites that P.E.K.K.A. over to the left-hand side to give him more time to get his 3 Musketeer down. Gets the 3 Muskie down to take out the rest of that P.E.K.K.A. And now he has 2 going down the right-hand lane. And Victor's going to be near another P.E.K.K.A. though. So let's see here. He will have his balloon in cycle as well. And Notorious does have another free pump up though. And wow, look at that Bandit! That Bandit actually came down and came and shot back to get that miner. So I've never seen somebody protect pumps so well. My goodness. A noob, man. Thank you so much for the follow, man. Really appreciate it. This match is crazy. That king tower is down to 1,000 HP. My goodness. Both sides, he's just going ham. This is what I find to be so challenging, is you have strong pushes coming down on both sides. It's like, what do you do? My goodness. So we have another Three Musketeer coming down. Victor's saying good game. He thinks it's over. I doubt he's not going to concede, though. He never concede. But he does know that he is in trouble. He's been at a serious elixir advantage. And that King Tower just continues to get little bits of chip damage done. The Musketeer does lock onto the right-hand side tower there and takes it down to 666. And already another Three Musketeer come down. He's notorious as being ruthless with those Musketeers. He does get an Ice Golem in front, which is really nice. And that P.E.K.K.A, though, is going to tank for all those Muskies. But thankfully, Notorious puts in the pocket. Oh, look at this! And oh, it is the right-hand side tower. No, it is the... It was happening so quickly. I couldn't even get the words out. Wow. That probably sounded like a whole bunch of gibberish. Like, I'm like, and the right-hand tower. No, the king tower. The right-hand tower. But that one. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh, that was awesome. Okay, so that was perfect. I need to have that person coach me in Three Musketeers. I don't know about you guys, but that's what I think needs to happen. Legendary Ellie, how's it going, man? Welcome, welcome. Your laugh sounds just like my mom's. Oh my goodness, that's too funny, dude. I have a mom laugh. I've never been told before that I have a mom laugh. But that's a first. All right, so we have Exodile going against Ignacio. Ignacio is for Cream Black, and Sandstorm NG has Exodile on the bottom in the blue. Okay, so we've got Zappies, and we have the Goblin Hut. So this could be the P.E.K.K.A Zappies one. But again, there's a lot of like just very small variations amongst all of these new decks that are coming out here. So let's see. On the top, Ignacio looks like he's playing a minor control deck. I mean, the last two cards could be, for all we know, Three Musketeers and a Hog Rider, because there is that deck that's very popular as well. But I don't think that one has minor in it, to be honest. So Miner does connect onto the tower. I like that sneaky play where you think that the Miner is going to go for the hut or for the pump, but instead it goes for the tower, and the poison is what takes down the building in the back there. So nice block there with the Ice Golem, and then I really like the Grandpa as well against spawners like that, because it stays invisible, so it's not going to be getting pegged with spears or anything like that, and then it swipes as it becomes visible, or as it becomes visible. So it's really quite ideal in a lot of those situations. Miner comes down on both sides, and a poison also comes down from Ignacio, getting some really nice value on the pump as well as the Mega Minion there. So definitely getting his 4 elixir worth. An extra 500 damage that Ignacio has done. So this is the P.E.K.K.A deck. I thought so. This deck was really popular during the last 20 win challenge. It was absolutely everywhere, and it is still strong. And I think that's why, you know, we've seen so many variations of decks like this, because when you look at all the mechanics, it's a very stable deck. And here's the Hunter from Ignacio. We've seen the Hunter come out a lot in RPL so far this season, in week 1. But look at this push. Look at the push coming from Exodile. It's just insane. You see all of these blue troops just coming down here, and Ignacio is putting everything down on the map here and does an oh no, he put the miner on the king tower, and I thought, oh no, was that a mistake? But he does get that tower down. Wow, look at that. One big, huge push. Again, that's what this deck is made for, that big 20-win popular deck there. You want to put the huts down, continue to build up an elixir lead, and then just go absolutely ham. Very, very well played. Confire, thank you so much for the follow, man. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the fam. Okay, so what this means now, so Sandstorm NG has won 3 matches in a row. So they have won set number 1. So Cream Black will be given the opportunity to globally ban a card, or they can decide to not ban a card and just move forward into set 2 without banning anything. So they'll be given 60 seconds now to announce the ban card. Once they've announced if they're going to ban or not, each team will be given 5 minutes to re-strategize and to bring forward their new roster for set number 2. Okay, my goodness, right, you guys? How intense were those matches? Oh, Zippy. I know some people are definitely going to bug me about that now and call me Mom Laugh. Oh, that's absolutely awesome, you guys. My goodness. Oh, loving it. Okay, so they have decided to ban the poison. Interesting. Okay. That's a big ban card right there, banning the poison. So, okay. Interesting. That's going to change up a lot of things. I love your mom laugh. Aw, thank you so much, Max. I really appreciate that. I giggle a lot too, so me being one of those. Oh, Zippy, I know you'll be one of those, yeah. It's contagious. Aw, thanks, man. I've actually, Max, there was a couple people, like, when I first started streaming, I always thought my laugh was annoying, so I wasn't sure how people were going to take it. And because I do laugh a lot, like I've everybody's been through, you know, kind of junk in their life and whatever. And, but I have had to deal with a lot of medical stuff. And so I'm like, you just got to laugh and you got to move through it and just try to, you know, move on to the next day, whatever. And so I did. I learned to laugh, just laugh everything off. And yeah, it was... I always thought it was super annoying, and then all of a sudden people were like, oh my goodness, best laugh ever. I'm like, really? I just thought it was annoying and a nuisance. So I think I found a place that like is totally my home. So it feels good. It feels amazing. And I'm so glad that there's so many people that just want to chill and hang out and enjoy some epic gameplay. Oh my god. It's so good, right? And I am also working on my YouTube channel, so that is coming up as well. So definitely stay tuned. You can subscribe. The link is down below. And you can also follow me on Twitter. I'm definitely spending some time on Twitter. And you can also join my Discord server, which is a little bit above there from the Nightbot. And the one that just popped up is if you're looking for a clan. So you can come and I'm in the Nova EG Alliance. So that is the Clash with Ashes Alliance that partnered with Nova. And it's a very, very cool alliance. We have some super, super amazing people. And yeah. Thank you, Joltix. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, it's pretty decent, Max. It was I've been extremely happy since I started streaming. It's definitely made me feel very, very good. So no matter what happens from here, whether I get one more follow or I get no more follows or whatever happens, I'm honestly I'm so happy. So I've won already, and I just want to keep doing it. So yeah, so I'm happy everybody. You know, that there's people that want to do that too. I'm late to the stream. King, how you doing, King? A little bit late, but that's okay. We still have at least one more match coming through here. Oh, Catchmall, thank you so much for the little biddies there. Thanks, I really appreciate that. So yeah, so far, Sandstorm NG did take a sweep on that first set, 3-0. Now we're just in a 5-minute break right now. We have 2 minutes left to go, just for both teams to re-strategize and figure out what they are going to do going forward into set number 2. So if Sandstorm wins set number 2, they will win this matchup and they will take the points from that. If Cream Black wins set number 2, we will move on to set number 3 and have a tiebreaker a tiebreaker set match. And right now as well, Poison is now the globally banned card, so we will not see Poison going forward in today's matchup. And this is also the end of week 1 of RPL Americas. Just so you guys know as well, there is RPL APAC and RPL Europe. So definitely keep an eye out. You guys can check out the website for RPL. I think I'll end up putting it in the Nightbot maybe, so you guys can command it to go and hook up on the website there, and yeah, you guys can keep track of everything. So I will be streaming likely a couple times a week. We sign up every week when the new schedule is released. So I'll be streaming next week. I think it's Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, I think is what I'm streaming next week. But I will keep you guys apprised in my Discord server and on Twitter. So definitely join up on those if you want all the early information of which English streams I'll be doing for the Americas. So yeah. Okay, so we have the announcement here coming forward with the new matchups. So let's see here. First matchup is going to be Felix El Grande for Sandstorm NG playing against Josmar. And again, I apologize if I mispronounce anybody's names, but this is gonna be a good set. I can feel it, because those matches, like, again, we know that Sandstorm, they took a sweep on that set, but those matches were close, and there was 2 matches, the first and third, that, like, it looked like Cream Black had it in the bag, and then all of a sudden, boom, things went and took a turn closer to the end of the matchups, and it was intense, you guys. Very intense. Let's get a sip of water. Okay. I'm ready. I hope you guys are too. Let's check it out here. So we have Tombstone versus Tombstone. Alrighty. And an Ice Golem. And an Ice Golem. Is this going to be a mirror matchup, you guys? Is this going to be like a Lavaloon deck against Lavaloon? Let's see if we see a Mega Minion come out of... Oh, no. Okay, so we have an Ice Wizard. Oh, and the Ice Wizard goes the other way. Oh, I've seen this one before. So this Hog Rider Ice Wizard deck has been quite popular, actually, in competitive play in this past week. So beautiful tornado from both players. Wow, look at this. Each King Tower is down to 3216. How epic is that? Then here we also have the Ice Wizard, which he's just going to kind of let go. And if it stops at 1994, that will be really funny. Oh, 1 extra hit. So this is a mirror matchup of the Hog Rider Ice Wizard deck. So this is going to be a tight matchup. I think there's going to be a lot of fireballs coming out here. They both have a Tombstone and a Tornado to defend against these Hog Riders. So it's going to be really tough for any of them to get these Hog Riders to a Princess Tower. And again, after that last exchange, we have both towers at pretty much the same HP. So I think that's what we're going to see pretty much going forward in this matchup, unless somebody makes a mistake. As we saw in the first matchup with that fireball that was a misclick or something like that, that was what defined the rest of that match. I think that's what's going to happen here as well. Beautiful tornado, bringing that Hog Rider all the way into the right-hand side there, and that Ice Golem just kind of slowing it down and letting Felix build up an even bigger push. So that tornado, oh wow, look at that! The tornado didn't pull the Hog Rider fully off because of that Ice Golem that was kind of protecting it. Nice fireball here on the Mega Minion just to get some chip damage there. This tombstone, unfortunately, is going to not die. Okay. That was actually a decent log. Felix goes ahead and puts a fireball directly onto the tower there. Again, just trying to get some extra chip damage. We are going into overtime now, so it is a first tower wins, and that nice tornado again. I swear, when there's tornado, trying to get a hog rider on a tower is just pulling teeth. It is so difficult to do. So it looks like Felix is going to fireball cycle now. He needs 2 more fireballs to take that out. Possibly a fireball and a log, but let's take a look here. He's going to use his tombstone and his tornado to keep that hog rider off of the tower. Beautiful tornado there. There we go. There was another fireball. So now he needs a fireball and a log to finish this one off. And there's the log. He just needs to cycle back 1 more card, I think. And then will come the fireball. Ice Golem. And there it is. Wow. Well played. I had a feeling that the first person to start fireball cycling would take that matchup. So congratulations there to Felix. And again, both very, very well played. But Felix did see the opportunity there that he needed to start fireball cycling, to start spell cycling, because he was not going to get the hog rider to the tower. So you kind of have to realize that at a certain point in the match, and early enough in the match, and also before your opponent. So that's something that can be very tricky to figure out that timing. So first match does go to Sandstorm NG. Let's see what happens going forward into this next one here. Okay, so we have Lord Sebastian against Lalito Crack. And Lalito is from Sandstorm NG. And on the top, Lord Sebastian from Cream Black. We have a princess coming out from Lord. And that'll just sit there and kind of chip on that Mega Minion. Something will have to come down to block that. Will those goblins go in front? They do go in front, but the princess is still going to die to that Mega Minion. Nice minion horde there to take out that Dark Prince. It won't get any damage done on the tower because that tornado was able to bring them all to the center quite nicely. So they finished that exchange with, pretty much nothing changing. Lalito does have a bit of an elixir advantage going forward. And I guess I realized they do have about 200 damage off their tower, but that's minimal at this point. So, and here's some Rascals! We haven't seen that many Rascals yet today, which was surprising. The other couple days I've done RPL this week, there's been quite a bit of Rascals. Nice little tricky barrel there. 1 goblin does get away from that log there. Let's take a look here. Princess in the other lane will be able to take out that Mega Minion, get some nice value, and head on to defense or offense there. The Dark Prince is able to clean up things quite nicely, but it will take out that Princess unless he puts something else in front of it here. Yeah, it does take it out. And we have a Golem coming down the lane on the left-hand side. Those Rascals are going to do an amazing job at cleaning up that Golem, but it will get to the tower and it will get explosive damage on off the tower unless a log comes out, but it doesn't. And look at this, the baby dragon and the Mega Minion. The fireball will clean up that Mega Minion, but the baby dragon is going to continue to get a lot of damage done on that tower. There's the minion horde, but don't forget, Lalito does have the tornado that's coming in here. Even with the miner on the tower there, the guards are able to clean up that miner very quickly, so the minions aren't able to do too much on the tower there. The Rascals are able to clean up the rest of the supportive troops that were used here, and that log perfectly cleaned up the Goblin Barrel and the little bit of the Rascals that were left there. So we have Lord Sebastian, their tower's down to 874. I like this play here, going down on the other side, trying to just do something different, getting a miner on the tower with that Goblin Gang, and he does get that tower down to 1620, which is really nice. Lalito is doing a nice job at defending here. Minion Horde comes down. That miner does come down on the tower. Tornado doesn't take out the Minion Horde, so he does need to put something else down to kite those minions into the other lane. He got a lot of damage done by that miner, but this is a massive push coming here. That golem is coming down the lane here. It's going to get at least one hit as well as the death damage, and that will likely be it. And it is. Wow. That was a crazy matchup, you guys. Leon, thank you so much for the follow, man. Welcome to the fam. How you doing today? Okay, peoples. So, this means that we are now down to possibly the last match, or the last game round. There's so many different names. There's like set, match, game. So, yes, this could be the last one. We have Oscar going up against Victor. Oscar from Sandstorm NG. If Sandstorm NG wins this match, they will win the entire matchup for today. King, thank you so much for those bits. I really appreciate that, man. Welcome, welcome. So we did see Oscar play in the last set as well. And we will wait. There it is. Okay. Is it... Oh, Colonel. I like that. I like the Colonel. Welcome. How you doing? Let's see here. Oscar throws a Ice Spirit in the back just to cycle and see what Victor's got going on there. Oh, okay. We see an Ice Spirit and an Ice Golem. There's a couple decks now that they're showing that. There's a Graveyard deck, and there's also a... oh, looks like this is, yeah, the 2.9 Expo deck from Oscar. Well, I think that's what it is, at least. Victor, I'm going to guess that it's the bridge spam with the pencil, and I think that's what it is. And the Inferno, it'll have Inferno Dragon, Battle Ram. I think that's what Victor's playing. Oh, I think I'm right. I'm getting good at this, you guys. About guessing, like, the different decks with only a few cards out. I'm getting way better, you guys. So we have that Battle Ram coming down here. It's not going to do too much, but there is, oh, actually 2 Barbarians with still 3/4 health. So we're probably going to get 2 Barbarian hits on that tower. No, the 2 hits will go on that Ice Golem instead. And here comes down the Expo from Oscar. There's the Inferno Dragon. I knew that one was coming. And look at this here. Very nice defense from Victor. Very nice. Those archers, though, they will clean up the Inferno Dragon, so it won't get too much damage, or won't get any damage on the tower, in fact. Let's see here. Silva, how you doing? Welcome back, man. This could be the final game in this match if Oscar wins. Right now, it is they took a sweep in the first set, and in the second set they are so far at 2-0. And Oscar with this Expo deck, I mean, you never know. Bridge spam does pretty decent against Expo, actually, because there's a lot of like medium-sized tanky troops, right? So it just depends. It depends on how each of them play it. So very, very nice here. Victor is able to get that Ice Golem down just in time so that Expo does not connect on the tower. So right now, Victor actually has the lead in tower damage right now. Another Expo and Tesla goes down on the right-hand side. And look at this! Victor, he is making a move. Look at this. He's like, you know what? That's fine. I'm going in on the other side with my Battle Ram and with my Inferno Dragon. That was interesting. I'm slightly worried, but he's just going for it. And wow, oh, that Tesla doesn't pull, and look at him, he's just trying to steamroll. He's like, okay, that's fine, put your things on that side, and I'm just gonna keep pushing. Look at that. He does get the tower down to 1439, and now we see Zappies coming down as well, and I think he's just gonna continue to try and bridge spam like crazy. Let's see here. Beautiful fireball from Oscar, getting some sick value. We see a Dark Prince coming through in the back. What are they going to do now? What's the move? I think Victor is just going to, again, continue to just throw stuff at the bridge. And that Expo, nicely played Zappies there to distract the Expo for a little while, trying to get those troops, trying to give those troops an opportunity to get to Oscar's tower. But unfortunately, they're just not able to, and that Expo just continues to chip them out. But wow, look at this. This is a big push coming from Victor. We've got a Battle Ram, we've got a Dark Prince, and we have a Bandit. That Bandit almost charge shot onto the tower, but it still has a ton of health left. Oh, the Skeletons come down just in time, and then the Archers come down just in time. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. Oscar is defending this so well. Again, as I mentioned, the Victor has so many medium-sized troops that it defends very well against the Expo. So let's see here. Oscar, his deck cycles so quickly that he's able to distract the Bandit with these, one elixir skeletons and that. Yes, Complexity did win the first matchup, Silva. So we have another Battle Ram coming down here with the Inferno Dragon as well. Oscar was leaking a little bit of Elixir, but I know that he's got to play it just perfectly because, oh, look, the Barbarian, it gets one swing only. And now Victor is going on the other side, actually, to see what he can get done there. I think this is going to end up into a tie, and I think that's what Oscar decided about 40 seconds ago, maybe. I think that he decided he's just not going to get through with his Expo. He's got both towers are still over 2,000 damage, so it's just, it's just not going to happen. So he's just really fighting for that tie now, whereas Victor, he is fighting for that win. So he's continuing to bridge spam on the side there. There's still 40 seconds left, so there's still lots of time. And he's trying to split lane push now because the Tesla is an interesting defense where you can't pull from both sides necessarily. That Battle Ram is coming down and it is going to connect. Yes, it does connect to the tower. And those Barbarians are doing crazy damage on the tower there, getting it down to, 1089. But there's a full Barbarian on the tower. He has to log it away. But 771 is not going to be enough to take the match for Victor. So this will go into a tie. Okay, nice fireball there, but again, 570, very, very well played by both. My goodness. So what happens now? We haven't had a tie yet today, so I'll just explain quickly. So because it was a tie, both members, Victor and Oscar, they will both go in for a rematch now. They have the choice whether to bring the same deck or they can bring a new deck. They are both given 60 seconds to decide and to strategize with their team of what they would like to go in and do. And then we will have a rematch between the two of them. If by chance that they fight again and they come to another tie, then it's the single tower, the lowest single tower in the match. That will be the loser of the match. Will be on the losing end. So that's how it works, and let's see what they decide to do. Oscar is ready right away, and we see that Victor's taking a little bit of time to strategize with his team. As I mentioned, this could be the end for Cream Black for today in this matchup, so they have to play it very, very smart. So let's see what they decide to do. It's always interesting whether they keep the deck, whether they change it. It's always interesting to know. Ooh, thank you so much for the follow, Mateo. Really appreciate that, man. Welcome, welcome. How you doing on this Friday? Or possibly Saturday? Okay, so we see everybody's waiting, just kind of doesn't want to make the first move. But we do see Oscar going in with a miner there in that perfect non-tornadoable spot. It is the bottom outside corner of the tower there. That's always a good spot for your Goblin Barrel and for your miner to make sure that it can't be tornadoed to the King Tower to activate. So we see a balloon from Oscar. This looks like it's going to be a Miner Balloon Cycle, possibly. I'm not sure if I would see a Lava Hound in that deck with the Ice Golem. And Oscar does get death damage onto that tower from the balloon, which is very nice. And it's a Golem from Victor. Uh-oh. This is going to be a tight match here. Oh, and there is an Inferno Dragon. Okay. I mean, that could be It could be a lava hound. Oh, and a rocket! No, he missed the rocket! He chief padded the rocket! Oh no! I think that's gonna be game! Oh no! Oh no, Victor! Oh no! And in the meantime, Oscar was able to take down the right-hand side tower down to 334. Oh, that feels so bad, man. Oh. Oh, that's rough. It's not over yet, though. It's not over yet, but my goodness. That is... Oh, and the Inferno Dragon took the other tower down to 395. Oh. I don't know about you guys, but I feel his pain. Oh, I know he was trying to get the tower value as well, but ay. Oh, that was rough. So the miner on the right-hand side played very nicely after the golem goes down. I think all that Victor can try to do right now is just to steamroll. There's still 30 seconds left. He needs to drop just everything in that same lane and just go crazy. I'm not sure what that tornado was for, but... unfortunately, a couple big misplays here by Victor, especially after such an amazing matchup just prior to this. But Oscar is going to take 2 towers down there. He will take the 3rd win for Sandstorm NG, and that is a full 100% sweep by Sandstorm NG today. Wow, you guys. What a matchup. Oh my goodness. Wow.